this one. Good evening and welcome to Community Field at Hicks Park. I'm flying solo tonight. I'm Sonny D'Alessandro, chief landscaper, 7th or 8th string left back this evening, horticulturist, team owner. You name it, I'm willing to do it. Interesting matchup this evening as we have the visiting Ryogoku Soccer Academy from Kansas City and your Tulsa Athletic opening night here at the UPSL. Two teams played twice last year. Tulsa Athletic getting the better of Ryogoku at home and then actually losing 3-2 in Kansas City at the tail end of the regular season last year, cementing the 0 wins in Kansas City streak last year, 2023, for Tulsa Athletic, having lost in the U.S. Open Cup to Sporting Kansas City, a small, little-known team in the area. Sporting Kansas City's under-18 academy, and then Ryogoku, as well as a draw with Kansas City Soul. So 3 losses and a draw away in Kansas City. But we're not in Kansas City tonight. We're in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Quickly go over the starting lineups for the two teams here. In goal for Ryogoku, Jeremias Carmona. Number 4 in defense, Isa Carmona. In defense, number 5, Emilio Soto. In midfield, number 6, Diego Barrera. Number 7, Brian Dominguez. Up top, number 10, Angel Mogalon. Number 11, also up top, Ruben Garcia Flores. The two midfielders, 15 and 16, are Jesus Perez Jr. and Alex Quevedo. There's Vargas with the ball here. Questionable call here. Reed makes an early one-on-one save. No nonsense. This is going to be a dangerous ball. Diallo finds Harris. Eric Sanchez is up top for Ryogoku Academy, and in back, number 20 in defense, number 21, Isa De La Torre. For Tulsa Athletic, the stalwart wearing the captain's armband tonight, number 1, Bryson Reed. 4 defenders, number 16, Edgardo Mira, number 5, Gustavo Vargas, number 2, Nano Lopez, number 4, Mitchell Cashin. In the midfield, running with 4 midfielders tonight, 2 high wingers, should be an exciting night. Number 17, KB Harris on the left, with number 9, Aaron Ugba on the right. Joe Ruiz and Ruben Torres in the middle of the park. And you've got Jacob Zamarone, number 18 up top with Abu Diallo. We're done with our starting lineups. I can kind of catch up on the game. Slow start from Tulsa Athletic as a ball over the top finds the Ryogoku forward. Coolly taken down by 21, Isa De La Torre. Reed calmly with the ball. Vargas's feet. He's going to find Lopez. I think they're recognizing the pace difference here. Zamarone just wide. De La Torre, a big imposing figure in center back, but may struggle a little bit for speed, and I think that early ball over the top from Lopez trying to exploit that, finding the pacey and very clinical Jacob Zamarone, one of the NAIA's all-time leading goal scorers at John Brown University. Cashin. Lopez. Reed looks to skip one here and finds Edgardo Mira. Mira. Uncharacteristic giveaway there from KB Harris, but does what every good player should do and works to get the ball back. Cashin finding a deeper lying Diallo, finds Ugba. Ugba with the nutmeg, clip there a little bit, winning a foul. Ryogoku doing the old 2-2. They play Tulsa Athletic tonight, and they play Side 92 tomorrow. Tough away trip, but if you're able to come away with 6 points, you probably say you're favorites to win the conference. So here's Lopez finding Mitchell Cashin. Cashin just playing it back to Lopez, who finds the feet of Bryson Reed. Little mini Cruyff turn. Looking for Mira. Mira just off the head of number 7, Brian Dominguez. Cashin looking for Ugba. Ryogoku, I will say, a very young side. They're a soccer academy out of Kansas City. And, you know, I'm a huge proponent of the, if you want to expedite that learning curve, get the younger players in against grown men and established college and professional players. And that's certainly what they're doing. And result aside, I'm sure they'll see the benefits from that tonight. Zamaron. Harris finds Ugba. Harris dispossessed there. Quality stuff playing out of the back there from Ryogoku. De La Torre. And Gustavo Vargas doing very much Gustavo Vargas things. Diagonal ball looking for Aaron Ugba. Tulsa Athletic, a very strong side tonight. So looking to, I think, kind of utilize the UPSL games as, one, an opportunity for another trophy, but also an opportunity to prep for the U.S. Open Cup game that they have on, qualifying match they have on October 5th. Here's Mira on the ball. Mira finds Vargas. Cashin. Ruiz. Here's Ugba. De La Torre does well to play out of the back. Quality stuff. Torres with a great hit from range. With Carmona equal to the task. Reed with all kinds of time. Lopez back to the feet of Reed. Ruben Torres finding a nice little pocket of space. Looking to play direct. Finds KB Harris. Great ball through for Diallo, who's taking around the goalkeeper. Formality? Not quite. The left foot of Diallo lets himself down. Good ball there from Diallo, from Harris there to find Diallo, and Diallo does everything right, walking around the goalkeeper and just drags the shot wide. Ryogoku happy to be still 0-0 at this point. Good pressure from Zamaron. Cameron. Early ball through. Looks like the referee's blown for... Looks like the ball just crept out of bounds. Beautiful night here at the field. Is temperature, I'm going to guess 74 degrees. Do you have a guess? No guess. 79. I was out here all day, so maybe it just feels a little cooler. Special shout out to Joey Ryan, helping all week, getting the pitch and the facility ready. Looking good for opening night. Our meteorological expert just letting us know it's 77 degrees. Little handball there. Here's a ball for Ugba, who's never short on pace. He has options as well. He's got Zamorone. Good pass here. Just not the way you want to see your striker take a chance there. I think they think that this evening might be a little easier than it's going to be. Always want to have good habits. Ruiz does well to dispossess. Vargas does well to find Reed there. Ronald Lopez always gets that head up looking like he's going to play a long ball and then just accelerates by forwards. As Mitchell Cashin does his imitation of Lopez there. Still on the ball. Dispossessed. This will be Lopez all day. Too quick for Sanchez up top, or Garcia Flores. Here's Mira. That's twice now. Harris is uncharacteristically giving the ball away. Here's a good ball. Quality stuff from Ryogoku early. Creating some chances. I think the game will open up eventually here, but Zamorone does well here. Here's Agba. Finding Lopez, who finds Vargas. Little 7-iron over to Cash in there. Lopez. Left side's overloaded, and that's not going to be the ball that opens it up either. In fact, that's going to be a dangerous ball here. It's an excellent ball here. Ryogoku giving Tulsa all they can handle as Garcia Flores denied only by the crossbar. Here's Mira on the ball. Diallo looking for one of the more difficult passes on the field. Cashin's first touch heavy as well. What we're seeing is a product of a very sharp young academy side and a little bit of a sloppy senior side right now. As here is Harris continuing to drive. Ugba making a run. Here is Ugba. Getting his angles wrong. He will atone for it, I promise. Player down for Ryogoku looks to be Quevedo. Can't tell. Their numbers aren't the best for discerning from the booth. But very impressed with the young side. Here's Zamorone. Be a throw in for Tulsa. Cash into Lopez. Here's Diallo still on the ball. Oh, strong stuff from Diallo. Probably could have asked for a foul. Didn't. Carmona equal to the task. A little rebound there. Falls to KB Harris. Does the right thing. Quick reaction on frame, but Carmona equal to it and keeps hold. Kind of a silly foul there from Mira. He's not going anywhere. Smart from the young Ryogoku player. Young and smart, dangerous combination. As Soto giving way here for Della Torre. It's a great idea. Soto appears to have gone down. I mean, if you're a younger player, if you're an older player and you're dealing with Abu Diallo, it can be an absolute handful, let alone being 16 or 17 years old. Looks like a left hip, maybe. Probably just a contact injury. Take this opportunity to thank some of our sponsors: Soccer City, Tulsa, Advance Alarms, Melissa Provenzano, Mazzio's Pizza, Anchor Paint, Stimulus Athletic, as always. Your support is appreciated and necessary. Slow start from Tulsa. I think one of those games where when you look at the lineup board early in the match and you see the starting 11 and the depth of the substitutes, you think, oh, this evening could be ugly, especially when you see a younger team coming in. But to the credit of Ryogoku, they've come out here, they've created chances, they've pressured in good spots, been pretty good playing out of the back. Honestly, as an objective spectator, you love to see young players playing this way. So looks like we are going to see Soto make way. We're going to have the number 8 DMA Biingiro. Looks like probably a West African name, I would guess. Ruiz gets a little flick here. Well, catching practice for Reed, but forced to move his feet a little bit. Here's Mira. Diallo. Tackle there from Diallo. Della Torre. Biingiro. I'm going to have to learn that one. It's going to take me a minute. Biringiro. Biringiro. Leave a comment if you have the origin of Biingiro. I'm going to guess Senegalese. It's my early guess. Oh, and if it's Ghanaian. Ugba on the ball. We know Ugba's Nigerian. Lopez finding Reed, who is all world. Vargas, the Colombian. Mira, the Guatemalan. KB, the Tulsan. Diallo, the Gabonese. Mitchell Catchin, the Texan. That's all I got. Nice ball dropped in, well read from Vargas. Finds the feet of Zamoran. Can't quite connect with Torres. Garcia takes draws a little bit of contact. I think the ball through for Diallo was probably going to be a little bit too much. Cashin kind of looks to play quickly. Ugba's cross, partially deflected there by Barrera. Lopez quick to read, finding Vargas, who again finds Miro. Like to see him take some space here, commit a player. Does just that, finding the feet of Harris. Zamoran's pass left Mira out of position. Sanchez could shoot from that angle on Bryson Reed for his whole life without scoring, but you got to learn somehow. Good ball here from Ugba. That's going to find Torres. Just a little overhit, but I like the idea. Torres, Zamoran, 1-0. Good build-up play there.
Goal! Tulsa Athletic, assisted by number 18, Jacob Zamoran. Scored by number 10, Ruben Torres!
Other way around. Other way around. Sorry, Jacob. It's your goal.
I knew that when I saw the goal.
And a good finish from Zamoran. He had been in a couple of spots where he took a touch when he probably should have hit it first time, and that just shows you when you're in at that range. Side of the foot, keep it low along the ground, put it at the corner. Good things will happen for you. And those good things are Tulsa up 1-0 over Ryogoku. There's Della Torre. Good ball out of the back. It's going to be a foul. That's Quevedo. Torres dropping deep to find the ball. Good idea there from Zamoran. Was just going to look to drop it off for Diallo. It's Ugba pressing. Nice little pocket of pressure. And De La Torre does really well to play out of it. It's very close, very close. From my angle, it looked like Zamoran had just straight off. I'm not claiming that to be correct, but you at home can rewind it 10 seconds and leave a comment. Right idea there from Ugba. Tulsa, so many weapons on the break. Tons of pace out wide with Ugba and with Harris. Barrera to put the ball back into play. Here's De La Torre. Looking. Finds Byron-Giro. The 10, Movillon asking for a card, which he was lucky to even really get a foul. Here's Ugba. That's going to be a foul. Barrera probably wisely clipping the feet of Ugba there. You don't want him to get his momentum going in that space. It's Ruiz. Vargas. Mira on the ball. Zamaron making a good checking run. You'd like to see a good second run there. It's Harris. Mira drops a ball in for Lopez. He's got space. He's cashing with a little bit of time. That's going to be a trouble there. I think Torres looking for a little bit of a foul. I think a better touch guarantees it, but the ref within his right to say that it wasn't playable. Cashin does well here, finding Ugba. Ugba starts over to Lopez. Lopez to Vargas. Vargas to Mira again. Good run out of the midfield from Joe Ruiz. I don't mind the switch. Diallo using the strong frame to hold the ball. It does really well. Good shot here. Zamaron takes it around him. Unlucky not to get a little bit more out of it. There was a discussion before the game with Diallo as he kind of prepares himself to enter his professional indoor season about working on getting that snap shot off differently, a little bit quicker. It was a good example. Not on his right foot, but his left was available. Put something on frame. Good things will happen. Got a rebound that Zamaron almost got on the end of. Here's Byron Giro. Mira does well to close down the number 10, Mogallon. Mogallon. I'm not sure. Mogollon sounds like something that an Italian would call you as an insult. And I only say this because my family's from Gogoglione. And that's not an insult. Beautiful place in the Basilicatan region of southern Italy. Good switch ball here. Reed, little catching practice. Cashin. Little Lopez Cashin Reed there. A flick is trouble here. Really, really well won there by Carmona. I can't say that I agree with that one. Looked like Zamaron might have actually undercut De La Torre there, but the curse of the big man sometimes. I like the direct ball there from Vargas. Very accurately finds Diallo, who certainly will hold the ball. Oh, quality there, getting away from two defenders. Left foot earns a corner. Good stuff from Vargas, good stuff from Diallo. We'll see Vargas make his way into the box. Ruben Torres, RT as he's known, definitely able to whip in a good cross here. For a younger side, De La Torre, not one of the younger ones, but certainly some size of his own. Like to see someone flash in front of him. There's Torres to serve. Far post, gonna be overhit for Diallo. Diallo with the Meg. Good ball in the box. Still Diallo with two. Here's Cashin. Good ball for the far post. Torres looking to find his right foot. Does. Harris, great save by Carmona. Thought Ruiz snuck in there to grab his first, but Carmona's made a half dozen really nice saves so far. Ugba does an excellent job tracking back. Tulsa did look a little stretched there. That's Ryogoku wisely countering on the corner. Sometimes the corner can be your least best friend if you're a little lazy transitioning back, and Ryogoku looking to do the right thing. Couple quick passes and out they go. Ugba tracking back and giving them a throw-in around midfield. There's Torres, Ugba, Ruiz. Vargas going to Reed. Lopez, not a great ball out of the back. Here's Quevedo. Cheeky little ball, well read by Mira though. Here's Cashin. You're seeing these little small pockets of, oh, it's ball just gone out of bounds. I think Zamorano would have been on the flick. Ryogoku pressing in these little pockets of 4 and 5, and I think if Tulsa can just find the composure to break that down with one or two good little passes, they're going to find some joy. But if you're Ryogoku and they're not getting out of it, you know, don't stop if it's working. So I think we will eventually see Tulsa figure that out, knowing the quality of the players on the pitch. So Ugba leaving it for Cashin. Harris getting forward. Ugba looking for Ruiz. Looked like Zamorano just clipped Quevedo there. Mira gambling. Probably the right gamble, just touch a little bit too heavy. Vargas doing what Vargas does, winning balls defensively. Byron Giro. Megged by his own player, Sanchez, there. I think Vargas was trying to skip Lopez there to find Cashin. Eventually deflects its way to him. Here's Lopez again. Little driven ball from Mira, asking a little bit too much. Ugba looking to break there, wanting Reed to go 9-9, which he's certainly capable of hitting that direct long ball. Skips Vargas to Mira again. I'd like to see a little more central possession off of these left backs. Delatorre does well to collect that. Here's Ugba. Ugba for Cashin. Still Cashin. Still Cashin. No longer Cashin. Great tackle there from Vargas. I will say for Garcia Flores and for Sanchez up top for Ryogoku, they haven't backed down from anyone. Here's Diallo. He's got Zamorano. I think the pass is a little late there. No hands here for Carmona. Composed out of the back from Delatorre. Mogalone. Breaking lines but not quite connecting there. Here's Harris. Quality ball to open Mira up. Let Zamorano have a taste here as he cuts inside. Good ball for Ruiz. Ruiz got the goalkeeper wandering. Diallo unlucky. Looks like Coach Woodhead tinkering a little bit, moving Diallo to wide left and letting KB Harris play a more central attacking role. Another direct ball, read by Reed. Harris, I will say, in the players who've played at the club, is in the top 3 of attacking balls in the box. As we saw last UPSL season with him scoring several goals by way of head, and arguably one of the most famous goals in club history when it's got on the end of a U.S. Upland Cup goal to down FC Tulsa 1-0. Here's Zamoron in a bit of space. Looking for Harris, not able to connect. Still Zamoron. Well-weighted ball over the top to Diallo. Diallo has Mira in support. Opts to go alone. Still Diallo. Kind of hopefully wings a ball into the box. Mogalone finds Garcia Flores. Dispossessed. There's Torres. Torres again. It's Mira. Left footer playing a good ball at the back. Here's Zamoron. Back across. Carmona kind of very casually takes the ball down there. Good surging run out of the middle there from Garcia Flores, trying to find his strike partner Sanchez, but to no avail. Lopez, Cashin, Lopez, Cashin, Cashin. 50-50 there for me. We'll give it to Mitch. Mitch, a banker at the Bank of Oklahoma, has also started moonlighting as a commentator for the University of Tulsa. I was fortunate enough to listen to their game against Cal Poly the other day, and when he's done on the field, I definitely could be out of a job. Here's Diallo through for Mira. Good looking ball as they've opened it up. Ball along the back. Zamoron. Yeah, you got to get over that one. Unacceptable. The big man will want that one back. He's such a good player from that range. Great early ball from Mira. Exquisite knockdown from Harris. Zamoron just over the top of the ball. I like to yell at players before the game for taking that run up too slow, because you never have time to do that in the game. And ironically, Zamoron did have that amount of time and just got caught leaning back a little bit. Keeps the score at 1-0 here in the 37th minute. Sorry, 40th minute. Garcia Flores. Kieran Winters' supporter group in full effect, cheering the substitute on. Good toe poke here. Diallo's on here. Does it? It takes a good first touch here. Attack still on. Still Sanchez on the ball. I will admit I was looking down at my notes there, not to get a player wrong for Ryogoku. Didn't see the incident there. The traveling contingent seems to think that it was a fair challenge. Harris does really well there to keep the ball in play. He's got 2 players on him. He's picked up a new 2 players. Diagonal ball, searching out Ugba. Spot on. Ugba's first, second, and third touches let him down, but he does earn a throw-in. That's a couple of really nice balls from Vargas out of the back. There's Cashin's left foot. Literally whistles through everybody. I think we're going to see it go out just for a goal kick. Nice little crowd this evening and enjoying some beautiful weather and an early 1-0 lead from Tulsa. Torres does a really good job tracking back there. A little bit of a soft foul for me, but he's giving them both ways. Can't complain too much. More than anything, you like to see the defensive work by Torres, who for a long time was considered really only an attacking threat, but has added that dimension to his game, which certainly will improve his overall impact on the game. Ball to be served in here. Looks like Quevedo on the ball. The lefty to put the ball into play. Looking for De La Torre, as you would. He's 19 feet tall. It's Perez Jr. Vargas. Vargas to the captain, Reed. Reed, the first goalkeeper to captain the club. I think Jacob Rogers in the early days may have had the band a couple of times, but ref says play on. I do tend to agree. Perez Jr. does a nice job there. Vargas, really good night so far. It's cut out. He's got Mira here. He's Mira and Zamorone. Mira, if he goes his own. Here's Zamorone. Oh, it's absolute quality. The little right foot rollover freezes the goalkeeper, gets him in between steps. One off his hat trick. Beautiful brace from Zamorone.
Goals scored by your Tulsa Athletic. Second of the night, number 18, Jacob Zamorone. Assisted by number 16, Eduardo Mira. That's a G.
Good run of play, and if you're Tulsa, that's exactly what you want, kind of as the half becomes nearer and nearer. A little deflating if you're Ryogoku, who's played some good stuff. Forced a couple of saves out of Reed. Has been in. Really slow reaction from Tulsa off the kick here as Sanchez. Vargas again intercepting the pass. Nice little skills in tight spaces there from Mogalone. Well read there from Ruiz. That one's not for me. It's kind of like when your touch is heavy and it goes to another player and then you run into their shoulder. It's not really their fault for your touch being heavy, but it does look a certain way. And as an imperfect person, I can certainly not blame an imperfection from a referee. Looks like we'll have the left foot of Garcia Flores to serve this ball in. He's going to try and beat Bryson Reed at the near post from 35. Bryson Reed's going to put a ball over the top and probably get an assist here just for the disrespect. Tulsa Athletic have never had a goalkeeper score a goal. Looks like the goalkeeper, Reed, here to take it. Reed, the scheduled penalty taker this evening, and knows that Zamarone on a hat trick. Does the job of a captain. Can't get away from the fact that the great vision from Reed to find Harris over the top, and Harris' good touch, cuts back across the defender, earning the penalty. Zamarone for his hat trick versus Carmona. Cool as you like. There's your third for Jacob Zamarone.
Goal scored by your Tulsa Athletic. Hat trick, number 18, Jacob Zamarone.
Was that close enough impersonation, Michael?
And if the one goal to double the lead before the half was damaging, the second to triple the lead to a 3-0 deficit is makes the mountain all that higher to climb if you're Ryogoku, who I will say looked very lively off kickoffs. If the strategy is to immediately get a goal back after conceding one, big fan, and two, I'd be even a bigger fan of Tulsa taking him a little bit more serious. Good ball from Diallo along the floor to find Lopez. Here's Ugba in a foot race, which is always fun. Oh, a great little knockdown. Here's Zamarone with a little chip. Oh, it's so delicate. So delicate. Great little knockdown from Ugba there.
Goal, your Tulsa Athletic. Once again, number 18, Jacob Zamarone.
No matter what the scoreline, it's always nice to watch a beautiful goal. And that was a beautiful goal. Could have possibly taken it a little earlier, but pulled it back. The dink was on. Carmona a little bit in no man's land, and perfect touch. 4-0 Tulsa. Maybe Reed should have taken that penalty kick. Diallo defending really, really well. That's going to do it for the half. Tulsa Athletic, a little bit of a slow first half hour there, and then pours it on in the final 15 minutes, grabbing 3 late goals. Disheartening if you're Ryogoku, but as a young soccer academy, I think you stick to the script and you just keep going out there and putting the work in and trying to improve. So, and if they keep doing what they were doing, you can see good things could happen. They've got some dangerous young players out there. We're going to take a break for the half. Here at Hicks Park, as the sun goes down on a beautiful evening, you have Tulsa Athletic 4, Ryogoku Soccer Academy 0. And we're back. 4-0 at the half. Took them a minute, but Tulsa Athletic finding their stride in that final 15 minutes of the first half with goals from Jacob Zamaron, and Jacob Zamaron. On pace this season for what appears to be 80 goals in 10-game season, so that's quite the pace. Quite the pace, but no, in all honesty, I think Ryogoku did enough to keep Tulsa Athletic on their toes at times, but Tulsa Athletic having that extra gear and unfortunately having to rely on it a little too often, but at the same time allowing it to be the separator that created the devastating chances that lead us to the scoreline that we're at now at 4-0. And again, if you're Ryogoku, you know, it's just all learning right now. There's no real pressure. You know, you learn the tempo, you learn the speed, you learn the pace of play, and you get better as players. And they have some fantastic young players. I'm told there are some 15 and 16-year-olds out on the field today, going up against the likes of Gustavo Vargas and Abu Diallo, the pace of Aaron Ugba, the vision of Joe Ruiz, the aerial ability of KB Harris is nothing to scoff at. It's been effective against some of the best clubs in the country and even effective against professional sides. Ruiz put the ball back into play. Here's cashing over to Lopez. Lopez skipping Vargas, finding Mira. Excellent first half from Mira. Mira, great ball for Zamaron. I actually thought he dipped his run there and was in, but the AR says that he had strayed. If you're watching, leave a comment. I can't tell from here, but happy to look at a reviewed comment. And the goalkeeper, Carmona, for Ryogoku is going to be growing up fast this half as he will spend 45 minutes in front of the Tulsa Armory. Here's Aaron Ugba. Pressure, Barrera. Just finding the feet of Quevedo. There's Garcia Flores. Quevedo getting the ball wide there for Byron Giro. De La Torre. Nice little pressure-free spell of possession here for Ryogoku. It's hard to get scored on when you're easily possessing the ball. Here we'll see Carmona. Tight skill there from Barrera. De La Torre coming forward a little bit. And why not? Here's the 15, Perez Jr. Byron Giro on the ball. A little bit of time. Finds Quevedo. Quevedo has covered a lot of space this evening too, a lot of ground. You'll see him pop up in a bunch of different spots. Here's Reed. Little side foot. Kind of just a generic safety outlet. Ugba looking to make something out of it. Good touch out of the back. Here's a good ball. Chance to break here. He's good. Zamaron. Carmona really good. Nice little knockdown touch there from Perez Jr. This is kind of what we were talking about too. Ryogoku, absolutely the ability. I think you put them against players their own age and they're going to absolutely boss the game. Lopez closing him down. Good ball in. Chance here. What a goal. What a goal. That's Quevedo, I believe. Either Quevedo or Perez Jr.
Quevedo.
Goal scored by number 16 of Ryogoku, Alexis Quevedo.
I heard a laugh though, so I might have been not too accurate. That's okay.
Yeah, that's a situation too where, Ryogoku had a couple of spells of 20-plus passes there. And it's hard to focus against a team putting that much possession together, and requires an immense amount of concentration. And they get the spoils. Reed with the ball over, finding Vargas, who heads up to Harris. Harris is in. That one for me looked incorrect, because you could tell Harris running from behind there. Close. Like we've said, leave us a comment if you're able to rewind on your YouTube. And of course, the person that brought the megaphone, very simply asking that she keep the flag down, as a home fan would. Here's Ugba. Here's Diallo. Diallo with the Meg on Carmona. His first this season, with an assist coming from Aaron Ugba. Ugba to Diallo. That's when you got to give credit to Aaron Ugba there for just not giving up on it. Kind of in a little nothing header. He stays with it, knocks it down.
Number 22, Abu Diallo.
Diallo takes his time.
Assisted by number 9, Aaron Ugba.
Carmona spreads the gates, and Abu Diallo negates the earlier goal. Looks like we're going to see some changes here. Looks like we're going to see Perez for Cashin. Good night from Cashin. I think we're going to see Ruiz make way for Kieran Winters. Winters, the finest beard on the team, not close. Better defense of a kickoff this time around from Tulsa. Perez doing well. Using the Nano Lopez, lift your head and then chop back with acceleration. Unfortunately, the pass needed to come a little bit earlier for Diallo, but that's what you want to see from Perez. Ugba doing what Ugba does best, closing space, high pressure, making things difficult. Here is Ugba again. Carmona. Winters, dispossessed by Perez Jr. The pirouette. Mira, who's been very good, quiet half so far, and they're saying that, I couldn't tell from here, but Harris is a pretty honest player who doesn't usually gripe about a call unless it's questionable. Here's KB Harris. Here's Kieran Winters. Trying to drag it back for Harris there. Personally, I'd like to see him left foot, power, put your head down. Good tracking back there from Mira. Dispossessed there from good stuff from Winters. Great run here from RT Torres. Ball just overhit. You gotta like the run, you gotta like the vision, you gotta like the timing in which he played it. Ball just overhit a little bit. Well, and if your bingo card had Zaldivar entering the game in between 55 and 60, I think you're going to have a prize. Great ball from Perez finding Harris. Mira, great run forward. Found by Harris. Here's Mira. It's left foot across. Oh, and RT Torres, the old shin thrower off the leg down and loops it wide of the goal. Not a clean contact. Good football, though, from Tulsa. Good hold-up play from Harris, springing Mira. Mira, good ball, and well run onto by Torres, just wide. Think we're going to see Zaldivar come on for Ugba. Good night from Ugba. Assist on the last goal to Ugba. Or, sorry, not to Ugba, to Diallo. Delatorre. Perez with a great step. Finds Winters. Winters for Lopez. A little bit of a lazy pass there. Vargas is a little bit deep too here, so there was some space to play in, but KB Harris doing what you love to see a player do, just tracking back. Quevedo looking to put the ball into play quickly. Byron Giro, oh, very clever here. Winters turning out. Still Winters. Zamorone, it's going to be Carmona clearing it up. Gustavo Vargas with a good decision not to bite there. Probably would have been a foul at that point. Potentially a yellow. You shows restraint, makes the player play backwards. Ryogoku looking to put the ball back into play. Here's Quevedo, the goal scorer. 6, Barrera. Well-weighted pass. Perez Jr. I said Quevedo. Perez Jr. Perez Jr. and Quevedo have popped up in tons of spaces. It's not a complete free roll. They are central players, but they found the ball all over the pitch this evening. Looks like we're going to be seeing a substitute made by Ryogoku. Looks like we're going to see Eric Sanchez's night come to an end. In his place, this is going to be a fun one, fans. Buckle up. Thierry, I got that part. Ingo Bonziza. Thierry Ingo Bonziza. Easy. Just like Smith or Johnson. Vargas still. Great touch here. Opportunity to break. Here's a ball for Diallo. It's going to find him as well. Keeper coming. This could be Sonny's ball. That's actually going to stay in there. Perez does well to does well to shut it down a little bit. Quevedo still tireless, still working, putting in a good shift. Zamaron not quite able to get the hold down. Quevedo again. Diallo with the wraparound tackle on the big man Della Torre, but ref probably right on that one. Here's Thierry Inga Bonziza. Zaldivar holding it a little bit long there. You'd like to see that ball just chip it over the back line for the on-rushing Zamarone. Looking for his 5th of the match. Barrera. Danny Perez. Nano Lopez switching fields. A little bit light on that ball. Not the favorite ball to receive if you're Perez there. Ball switch for Perez. There's Winters. Oh. I thought we were going to see a substitution. Looks like we're going to see Gio Herrera make his way into the match. Winters holding the ball too long there. Misses. I say Winters, that's Zamarone. Quality from Zaldivar. Inga Bonziza with a great tackle there. So in the 63rd minute, we're going to see Torres make way for Gio Herrera. Herrera, no foreigner to the athletic side, scored the game-winning goal in the 2023 campaign against Bartlesville Reign FK, the ORU product. Ugbo looking for Diallo. I said Ugbo, that's Mira. Difficult to confuse those two. That's on me. Well done here from Winters. Diallo sort of takes it away from the action, but well done, dispossessed. I like the early idea, whipping it in. Here's Zaldivar. He's got help with Perez. Here's Perez. First time ball swept in. Carmona looking a little bit lost. It's going to find Zamarone. Still Zamarone. Knocked out for a corner. The ever-hungry Gustavo Vargas forges his way forward in hopes of getting on the end of something. Looks like we're going to see Ruben Carrasco. You got to think it's going to be either for Diallo or possibly the 4-goal man Zamaron. Ball whipped in. KB Harris. You just give him a half an inch of space. He finds the ball. KB Harris makes it 6-1. I believe the ball was whipped in by Danny Perez.
Goal scored by your Tulsa Athletic, number 17, KB Harris. Assisted by number 14, Danny Perez.
It's a good ball from Perez. You can't even say a great ball. Just Harris does so well to separate himself a little bit from his man, and when he does, he's absolutely lethal in the box and shows you just why. I think his head's made of bricks when it comes to heading the ball. It just rockets off there. We're going to see Carrasco come on. Jacob Zamaron, probably disappointed with only the 4 goals tonight. Perez back to Reed. Reed kind of bobbles his first touch. This is trouble if it gets over him. It does not. Carmona, as much a sweeper as a goalkeeper this evening. Perez a little bit tight, so he skips Nano Lopez just to straight back to Reed. Actually a good ball here from Vargas. Ingo Bonziza. Great separation here from Carrasco over the bar. Looks like we're going to see George Brown Martin making his way into the match. As well as, I don't have a 12 on my roster. I will say, the number 2, George Brown Martin, is 13 maybe. Very young player. Nano Lopez, being at 6'1", greets him into the match with his arm around him, so it does well to get a foot there on Kieran Winters' a shot. Winters, great hit. Carrasco, crossbar, Diallo. There's a foul there, and Perez Jr. willing to play through it. Trying to find the feet of Brown Martin there. Perez, Winters, maybe a handball, but they're going to play on. It looks close until Bryson Reed does Bryson Reed stuff and just levitates a little bit. And they've pushed De La Torre from center back into the midfield. Herrera really good in tight space there. Carrasco just sort of straight offside though. This will be Carrasco. Does well. Still Carrasco. Finding Harris. Diallo keeping it alive, but Ingo Bonziza. Martin's first touch lets him down, and if you're going to be 13 or 14, one thing's for sure, your first touch is going to have to be immaculate. Here's Winters. with Quevedo. Does really well to shuck him there. Good challenge there. I would say that Perez Jr. probably deserved the foul. It's De La Torre to put the ball back in for Quevedo. Lopez safely into touch. Diallo, a productive night as always. Got his goal in the end. Did well to hold the ball up. Entering the phrase. Going to be a 16-year-old debutante. Actually, the youngest player to debut for Tulsa Athletic. And the sad thing is I forgot to put his name on my sheet. I'm just going to yell down there. It's Cruz that'll be entering the match. 16-year-old debutante, youngest in Tulsa Athletic history, unless you can't count the Christmas Cup when Tulsa Athletic played Tulsa Athletic U20 and Jack Drouillard made his debut at 8 years old. Scored a goal too. Ball to be served in here. No, they're going to go short, which would not have been a good idea. Put the ball back into play here. Ball second to the dance there. Harmlessly into touch. It's Javier Cruz, the 16-year-old, coming on. He goes by Cruz. I'm being yelled at. Here's the ball looking for Javier Cruz. He's onside. Great little knockdown.
No.
Unfortunately denied what would have been a dream introduction to your Tulsa Athletic career with an absolute perfect knockdown. It didn't even appear that Harris was behind Cruz as the ball was knocked down. If you're in the comments, let us know. Let us know. Immaculate touch, though, from the 16-year-old. Here is Cruz. Shifty little player. And he runs into an absolute unit of De La Torre. Zaldivar. Here's Harris. Zaldivar. Harris. Doing what Harris does. Why even have feet if you're KB Harris? Just use your head all life long.
Goal scored by your Tulsa Athletic, number 17, KB Harris. That will be goal number 2. This one assisted by number 13, Rafa Zaldivar.
Good stuff from Zaldivar. A lot of times when you see a ball carom off the post at that pace, everything is so urgent. Zaldivar does a good job of taking a good touch, getting his head up, putting a ball in a good area for a very dangerous player who likes to attack the ball, aerially speaking. Carrasco one post away from the hat trick of posts. Perez trying to get the home run ball for Carrasco there. Harris still giving chase. Looks like that's going to be the end of the evening for Alagoya. We're going to see the number 3 for Ryogoku make his way onto the field, Andrew Tim. Carrasco scored big goals for the club. I guess tonight a big goal is not needed because he's passed up a couple of chances. Games like this can be difficult too when a scoreline gets out of hand a little bit. It's tough to keep that focus and do the right thing. You always want to do something a little more clever, but I think that was just the case if Carrasco was leaning back a little bit. Here's Gio Herrera. Excellent in tight spaces. Still Herrera. Quevedo. Good ball whipped in by the 12. George Brown Martin trying his luck. Here's Carrasco. A flick puts Harris in. Not able to get his head on the right side of it. That's going to be Reed. He's in here. It looked like Cruz had actually timed that. Harris could have been off there. I think if he does not make a soccer motion towards the ball, it allows Cruz to still be eligible to receive the pass. That said, I am not the most well-versed person when it comes to the referee book, unless you're talking about the book with the yellows and reds in it, in which case I'm in the Hall of Fame. Carrasco looking for the left post to complete the hat trick. Vargas back to Reed. Reed calmly to Lopez. Zaldivar. He has Carrasco. Here's Cruz. Lopez. Perez. Great ball in here for Carrasco. Here is Carrasco again. Good save by the goalkeeper. Herrera. Excellent stuff in tight space. How's the delivery? Leaving some to be desired here. Cruz short hops Carmona a little bit, but relatively harmless. Carrasco told on himself there when he looked over his shoulder 180 degrees at the assistant referee, whose only reaction would be the obvious one, to say, guilty. The unnamed number 12 looking for Delatorre. Isa Carmona this evening. A good game from the young man. Well, all hell is officially broken loose as backup goalkeeper Logan Campbell makes his way on up top for KB Harris. A good night from Harris. Very busy, and then when he was brought up top, got on the end of 2 balls. Reed absolutely fires the ball. Carrasco was offside. Quevedo again. Looking in for George Brown Martin. Ball wide there looking for Thierry Ngabonziza. Winters, good in tight spaces. Mira. Reed does well, keeps it along the floor. I still am in a little bit of disbelief that Ryogoku's playing this high line. Lopez to Vargas. Reed finding Vargas again. He's good. Here's Carrasco. Here's Herrera. Brown Martin on him. Dispossessed by Ngobonziza. Finding the feet of Quevedo, which is exactly what I would do if I were a Ryogoku player. Good early throw there from Cruz, finding Carrasco. I will say that Quevedo has put in an absolute shift tonight. Appears to be one of the senior players, sort of mentoring some of these younger players, but he's done everything that you would want. Hadn't backed out of a tackle. He's kept possession extremely well. Actually grabbed a goal for himself that would have been a goal on just about any goalkeeper in the world. In fact, if you root Bryson Reed, it's going to be a goal against any goalkeeper in the world. So, game wanders into the 86th minute. Reed high off his line to play it. Finds Mira. Mira's going to go the 90 tonight. It's Herrera. Great turn in tight space. Here's Mira. I think the bench wanted a Logan Campbell goal more than a victory tonight, maybe. Here's Winters. It's done well to intercept. Just over hit there for Cruz. Cruz is actually coached by number 20, Kieran Winters. Sort of our own little micro version of what Ryogoku's doing out here this evening. But the 16-year-old's definitely looked bright, has had impacted the game. His first touch was magnificent, a little knockdown for Harris, which, again, leave a comment. I thought he was onside, but there's Mira. Vargas. Lopez. Here's Carrasco. Byron Giro on the ball. Good ball here, finding the feet of Winters. Here is Campbell. He's giving it up. Here's the wee man. Oh, and the 16-year-old scores on his debut. A brilliant assist from the backup goalie to the 16-year-old. If you had that one on your bingo card, I think it's going unchallenged.
Goal scored by your Tulsa Athletic, number 15, Javier Cruz. Side note, youngest goal scorer in Tulsa Athletic history. Assisted by number 8, Logan Campbell.
Campbell tracking back. He's put an absolute shift in tonight. He had the one off of his ear. The Tulsa Athletic bench is yelling for one thing and one thing only, and that's for Logan Campbell to remain onside and score a goal. So, just being told from the fourth official, we'll see 2 minutes of additional time. Perez Jr., De La Torre. Quevedo. Here's Campbell with the high pressure. Spangiro. What a ball here from Campbell. If you had Ruben Carrasco on your fantasy team and it's minus a point for offside, you're at about negative 30 points right now. I will say, beautiful ball. Backup goalkeeper or not from Logan Campbell. Is beautifully hit. There's Reed. Perez. Carrasco finally remains onside, and the ball was overhit, of course. So here's Bangiro.
Hey, Cruz, you're not playing right back, dog. Through ball. Okay, go. Oh, he's on.
Here is Carrasco. Carmona may have conceded 8, but he's saved 28. Tonight he's been busy. He's made some good saves. Folks, and that's going to wrap it up. Your final score this evening: Tulsa Athletic 8, Ryogoku Soccer Academy 1. Some spells of good football from both sides. Tulsa Athletic has the week off. They'll be away to Arkansas Wolves, their old rival, next weekend in Little Rock. Or in Benton, maybe? I'm not sure. And then Ryogoku actually will have to shower up and get prepared for tomorrow as they play side 92. Beautiful night here in Tulsa. For me, Sonny D'Alessandro, flying solo up here. We appreciate you tuning in. We'll see you at the next one.